Hi guys, come together pocket. Tuesday usually when Aunt Christian and her kids stay with us. It's for a week, but this time around it only lasted 2 days. That's because after what happened last night, I told them they were gonna have to leave. At dinner, we round off of catch up. So, picked up the phone and called 911 to report us. It took about 2 hours for our mom and dad to clear everything up with the clubs. After that, give Aunt Creation and her sons the boot. They pick it up and walk to Grandma. And I am sure that was just fine with them because it meant they had more time to look for the egg. I was glad when left because when they did I got my bad back. For 2 nights I had to sleep in Rotary room on a lucky higher matters. No matter how much I am flat at night by Maria while laying flat on the ground. Yesterday when I woke up on Roderick's floor I spotted something under his bed when I was getting dressed. It was one of those magic 8 ball I seen Roderick got. It was as per the I must have forgotten all about it after it rolled under his bed. I was pretty excited to find it because I have never gotten to play around with one of those things before. The way you use the magic 8 ball is by asking it a question, then shaking it up and waiting for your answer to appear in a little window in the back. I was curious to see if it actually worked, so I gave it a try. So up a question, concentrate real hard, then give the magic 8 ball a good check. A few seconds later, this is what showed up in the little window. I have to say I was pretty impressed, but I need to ask this thing a few more questions to make sure it was for real. Every single time it was right on the money, even when I tried to throw it for a loop. I got an answer that seemed pretty reasonable. Then I realized this thing wasn't only good for answer question, I could ask it for advice too. I started by asking the magic 8 ball if I should take a shower and if I really needed to finish the outline for my science fire project. I got a yes on the hygiene issue. But the magic 8 ball totally let me off the hook my own project. Cities the what's been missing his whole life now that I've got something to help me make all the little decisions I am free to focus on the empowering stuff. It, in a school, we learned that Albert Science were the some clues were there, so he didn't have to waste any brain power on deciding what they were. And that's exactly what this thing gonna do for me. In fact, after using the magic 8 ball for just one day, I don't know how I ever got by without it. Thursday, after playing around with the magic 8 ball for a few days, I found out it has some limitation, but that doesn't mean I am gonna give up on it just yet. I tried using it to help me with my math homework a few times, but it turned out it's not so good at giving you a specific answer. Plus, sometimes when you really need an answer from the magic 8 ball, it can totally leave you hanging. Totally on my way home from school, one of the magic kids came after me make a mistake. I asked the magic I asked the magic 8 ball if I should try a way to fight and give it a hard shake. For some reason, the magic 8 ball couldn't make up its mind. But the magic 8 ball totally made up to in the later on the day. Mom told me I've been spending too much time indoors and I had needed to go outside and get some fresh air. When Mom left the room, I asked the magic 8 ball if I should take her advice, and the answer could not have been more clear. So I head out in Mom's closet, which I know could be less pleased should come looking for me. While I was waiting Mom out in the door, I noticed a bunch of books on the top shelf. They were hidden behind some showbox, so it was particular. Mom didn't want anyone to find them. At first, I couldn't figure out why she was keeping all these books tucked away in her clothes instead of on the shelf out in the open. But when I read the title, I totally got it. These books are basically mom's career apps, and she doesn't want us kids to know about them. I flipped through a few of the books, and some were really eye-opening. I found out that was about using something called reverse physically. The idea is that you can get your kids to do what you want by telling them to do their opposition. Now that I see it, Mom and Dad have been using that technique ever since I can remember. When I was little, I used to beg Mom and Dad to let me do the dishes, but they'd always them, and I was too young to help out. Finally, on my 18th birthday, they let me try to teach, and I was so happy they might as well have given me $1 million. No, I realized the whole thing was a trick, and Rotary must have fallen into the same trap. There were books for just about every type of situation a parent might have dealt with while raising their kid. I usually wondered where Mom gets all her advice, and now I know. When I was 9, I found an inchworm crawling up or down a step, and I named him Aquarium and kept him in the little jar well whole pocket in the top. Every day I'd let me out of the jar so he could get some exercise. That was just about the time Manny was starting to take his first step, which was unfortunate for Sequoia the worm. I was really thrown up about it, and that night Mom came into my room to talk. She told me I shouldn't be sad because Sequoia was in worm have had that the inshore haven't always sunny, that there are tons of leaf to eat, and I've got admit that diet make me feel better about it. Eventually, I found the exact place where Mom got that idea. On of that book on Mom's shelf, look at porridge now, and when I pulled it down a little, things started to make sense. Men's closet answered some other mysteries too. When I was in kindergarten, I had this stuffed animal called Tickly that I slept with every single night. That summer we went away on vacation to the beach, and I took Tickly with me. About an afternoon, when we came back to our hotel room, Tickly was going. Mom said the clean lady must have scooped up the glue when she took it the sheet, so we went down to the place where they do the laundry to see if it was the washer or something, but it wasn't there either. By this time I was pretty hysterical, so Mom told me I should make some sign which we put up all over the hotel. The next day we went to the beach, but I couldn't enjoy myself because of the club that played of the Deuce Carnival game and on me stuffed animal to replace the club, but it wasn't the same. Losing losing tickle pretty much ruined the vacation for everyone, so we left for home the day earlier. I went to sleep when we got back that night, and the next morning Teklu was sitting on top of my dresser. Mom said Teklu must have found his way home because he loved me so much, and that's what I believed for a long time. But hidden away behind my book there were five stuffed monkeys that looked exactly like Tickles. So that means Mom must have gone out and bought a bunch of replacement monkeys right after I lost the original. Who even know which version of the clay is sitting on the shelf in my closet right now? In fact, now that I think about it, I remember a time when Mom had to wash the clay because I supplied some chocolate milk on him. When she opened the washing machine door, it looked like blue and exploded in there. But that night after my bath, Tickle was back on my bed good as new stood on in my room club by a fourth or fifth generation for all I know. This also explains why many sleep with then stuff dinosaur very nice. He used to only have one dinosaur he called Resi, but money must have discovered mom hiding stash of back of way before I did. To be continued. Goodbye.